What up? This is Jay Dragon, and I'd like to welcome you to the Dragon Den. I was testing out these paints, these Japanese paints, and I've learned that they can be used on shoes, so I wanted to test them out to see and give you my opinions on them. So this is basically the way they look. They're actually pretty thick. I had to thin them out a good bit to sit right there and use them for the shoes. So basically what I was going to use is red, black, and white. But truthfully, I didn't need white, so I was just sitting right there going to use the black and white and mix it together and make a gray, because they didn't have the gray that I wanted. And you see right there, and I put it in this little bottle. So what we did was we sit right there and got a kids Air Max shoes, and they were all white. And then I did the bottom and then worked my way up on the shoes, and I made sure I mixed the white and the stuff all that I needed together at first for the shoes, and it came up. So what I did was grab some fingernail polish remover and used it on the bottom of the shoe. Then I went to painting and putting it like I would do with my Angelus paint, and have it going like 3, maybe 4 coats, if not more, after I thinned it out, because I feel like if it thins out that it would sit right there and settle better on the shoes. Like basically it would sit right there and even itself out a little bit better, instead of sitting right there being too thick and then having gobs of paint all over the place. That's why I thinned it out first and made it look the way it looked. And then later on I added the red spot on that side. Then I did the rest of it in black, and it looked out pretty good. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, and basically I just sit right there and hit it with like 3 or 4 coats, and just made it look as presentable as I could with that part. So I thinned it out. I did it with water, and if I needed something like a GAC 900, and that would be for that'd be like too soft. Instead of using too soft, I use GAC 900 this time, because I got both of them, but they both come in handy. I thought the red would look good on this little spot on the part of the Air Maxes. Then I sit right there and just went over it and painted it. And then I taped up, and I did the same thing with the black. So I sit right there and put thin coats like always, like we do with the Angelus paint, and then I put it on there. And then what I did was, when I got a hold of the tape, I sit right there and took my knife and pushed it up, the back side of it up against the tape, to push it away from the thing so it wouldn't break, and so it would actually could tear itself away basically from the paint, and I could take it off the shoes without it ripping off the paint off the bottom of the shoes. So that worked out pretty well. And then I took and I put Angelus flat mat on it afterwards, because I wanted to make sure it had a little bit of protection over it, because later on I'm going to sit right there and take and put Krylon matte finisher on everything, because I think it makes it look like it does give it a little dullness, like if you threw something white over it that was thinned out so much. But you can like throwing powder over the shoes sometimes. So if you sit right there and put matte finisher on it, and you don't have to put as much of the Krylon matte finisher as first, so it don't have that feeling, and it makes the shoe look better. At least that's the way I think. It's not putting extra protection on it, but it helps out with making the dullness look 10 times better. So anyway, I'm doing that right now, and it takes a moment for it to dry up. I'm just going over it. It looks as good as I wanted it to look. And yeah, I'm really proud of this shoe. And anyway, I'm going to go up to the top. Basically all the same things I did on the bottom, except we're going to try the gray for the middle. Then a little bit higher, we're going to sit right there and try the check will be red. So basically I'm doing the acetone for the rest of the shoe. And well, that's just basically everything. You'll get to see everything else, and then you hear me chatter later on. So I'll let the music after this take it on. Catch you later at the end.
Alright, I just basically finished these shoes up. Tell me what you think. I just hit it with some Krylon matte finish. And it knocked off a good bit of the shine. I like it when it does that. Makes it look more like a natural shoe color. I think this paint is not really suited for doing shoes as much, but I think it will work out for a little while, you know, and it's not like what I would consider for it, but I think the shoe looks nice. I did the inside. I used GAC 900 to sit right there and make the color on the inside. He treated it like you're supposed to, and it looks nice now. I did leave the paint on that, but it doesn't mess with the tag. You can see what it's for and all that. But I added some paint on the things just to sit right there and went into give it an extra detail and junk. And I thought it looked pretty good. And if you like it, I put a lot more detail in it than I thought I would, but otherwise I think it's a pretty good shoe. I think it looks good, and I'll do the other one later because heck, this one was completely white. I just have to find it again and get it through, and you'll see through the picture. I appreciate y'all. If y'all like this video, like, subscribe, all those YouTube things that we know you love to do. But we're through with it, and we'll go on to the next one later on. Peace out.